and I'm down here at the Albany Public Library on Washington Ave Extension, and I'm interviewing Miss Neeco Piper here. She was one of the judges, the past judges in the show for So You Think You Got Talent, and she's, back sitting down with me. We're gonna get talking, and like I said, So You Think You Got Talent, the final chapter. It is October 4th at 7 p.m. over at the Empire State Plaza Convention Center. This is it, folks. This is the last hurrah. This is the last show. So like I said, I'm bringing back some of the veterans, some of the people who were involved from the past. She's one of them. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great. Blessed.
That's great. That's awesome. Now, I remember you were a judge in the first show. Were you also a judge after that as well? I think you were in the...
I think twice.
Twice, okay.
Yeah.
That was it. I know you were a judge in the first show. Were you a judge in the second show, the third show?
I think it was the first and the third show.
Okay, all right.
I think. I'm old now. So, I'm up to 50, so I gotta,
wow.
I gotta take it back.
Wow. Okay. So how did you feel? How did you feel about being part of So You Think You Got Talent? How did you feel about being a judge, and what was your whole take on the judging thing? Because I've been told that, which is true, you guys had like the toughest job ever, judging the people that competed and, went up against each other for that, for that money. Because we offered big money. And if you remember, every year, it got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So how did you feel being a judge, in those shows, those 2 years, having, what was your take on it?
So me personally, I did a lot of talent shows growing up.
Okay.
I won a lot too. Okay. Won probably all of them.
Right.
But, however, so just watching how many talented people it is,
right.
And you never realize, Albany has a lot of, the Capital District period has a lot of talent here.
Yes, they do.
And I was very honored to be a judge.
Right.
And critique, things and give people some insight and things that they could change or, and encouraging them as well.
Right.
Making sure that they know that you did amazing. It doesn't matter if you're still a winner.
Right.
Even it ain't about losing. You're still a winner. You're still in the in the game. So,
right. Of course.
So it was it's a great opportunity, and like I said, I was honored and proud to be able to, judge something that is so hard, so hard to, because people come so close, you like,
yeah.
Whoa, you're like, wow, and then you get some, you just like, well, you next year,
right,
right. Next year, but you did great, but critiquing is probably the most difficult thing, because you're looking at everything, you're looking at, their even like a singer, you're looking at their their tone, the pitch,
right,
and everything. So you're looking at how they're breathing, if they have a stage presence,
right.
Are you gonna entertain or just gonna stand there?
Right.
You're gonna give the crowd what they want, you're gonna engage with your audience,
right.
So it's the same thing as, the dancers, one person misses a step or somebody's outfit is a little too risque,
right.
You're like, so you judging on just those little things, what I mean, for them to keep an eye. Well, I remember last time the judge said that the outfit was too risky.
Right.
These kids is this age, and so you have to be, and everything has to be appropriate.
Yeah.
And attitude, your confidence level, everything. So, it's a dope experience.
Okay.
It's dope. I love to see young people doing what they love.
Yes, absolutely.
So, doing what they love is very important, because it's always not about the talent, it's a gift.
Yes.
And it's a blessing.
Right.
And you're anointed to have it.
Right.
So.
No, I hear you. And I do agree with you. There's so many talented people here in the 518, and there was just so many people that even for the auditions that just came out and just brought it and showed what they had. Auditions, even in Showtime.
Wow.
It was just like I said, it was amazing. You know what I mean? So, did you ever get when the judging was done and you guys picked the winners and who came in first, who came in second, who came in third, did you ever, kind of get, like, the people who didn't win, did you ever kind of hear anything from them, like a side eye or like a comment? Because sometimes, like, when some contestants, when they don't win, they kind of take it out on the judges.
Sometimes people think that it's oh, it was planned that way. Oh, they like this person, or they probably know
Right.
them. And granted, I know a lot of people.
Right.
A lot of people. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's always a competition. You're just gonna be fair. It doesn't matter who you know. I'm not gonna pick you just because because I know you. If you had a bad performance, you have a bad performance.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is.
Right.
You have to take it and just accept it for what it is. So it does get like that. You get people, I've heard all kinds of stuff. That person don't like my mom, or
Right,
this person
right.
they never like me, or they just like them better because this, that, and the third. It's always something,
Right.
Right is wrong, and you just deal with it and you just move right on. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Okay.
So, that's small stuff.
Right.
Because everybody gonna have an issue with something.
Oh, of course.
They gonna try to find anything they can because they lost.
Yeah. And like I said, like as some of the judges, they've gotten like, a little kind of feedback or pushback from the people that didn't win. It's like they kind of take it out on them that they didn't win.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So
they pick and choose. Because if we pick people, when I'm on the panel and we decide who's the winner, who's this, that, and the
Right.
third, just take it for what it is. Because I'm not gonna want to hear all the extra backlash, but I will encourage you.
Right.
And especially, I'm gonna call you on your stuff as well as an adult.
Okay.
Don't treat, don't do that because you representing babies, or don't do this and that because you representing yourself.
Right.
You want
Right.
to always be able to be in a competition or for whatever it is. Always be confident.
Yes.
Always be confident and big yourself up.
Right.
Next time.
Right.
Next time.
Right.
Get the critiques and just take note, and then you come stronger the next time.
And that's what
So
you gotta do.
you gotta know how to flip it.
Right.
And not take everything so, literal, because people, when they mad,
Oh
and
yeah.
upset, they do all kinds of stuff. It's a competition. You gotta
Yeah.
bring your A game.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't bringing your A game,
Right.
then you're gonna get what you, it's always gonna be somebody better.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be somebody
Right.
better. I done been to Sunday's Best. I remember I auditioned for Sunday's Best.
Right.
And, I found out that it's more commercial than anything. Cause I was like, the people they picked in the room I was in, I was like, y'all want funny stuff. Y'all wanna humiliate people.
You're right.
I said, okay, this is stuff you need for the show. I get it, so I was like, but that's the only thing I ever did real big like that.
Right.
And I was like, I'm not doing America's Got Talent. I'm not doing American Idol. I wasn't doing any of that. Cause I ain't standing lines. I ain't doing all that stuff.
Right.
If I ain't getting it, if I ain't getting a call saying, I need you here, then Neeco ain't competing in nothing.
Right.
Like that.
Right.
Internationally. No.
Okay.
That's just me.
Right.
I said, I'll just use my gift for the Lord, or if I gotta sing here at a wedding, I gotta sing over there, I use it for that. All that extra stuff, it's just too overwhelming for me.
Okay.
So, some people, they'll take it they'll do it over and over and over again.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Drive here, fly there,
Yeah.
and I commend them.
Right.
I'm like, you better go ahead and get to it.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, if you want it, you gotta go for it. You know what I mean?
You gotta go for it. I said that wasn't my gift, but I encourage anybody who wants to be a competitor to someone else. It's like, go ahead and do it. Encourage yourself. Sometimes you do it for yourself.
Right. So how does being a part of So You Think You Got Talent, what has that meant to you personally, and how do you feel about being a part of how did you feel about being a part of something that was, because our hashtag is do it for the cause. So how did you feel about being a part of something that was, so big? you know.
Oh, I loved it. I love it. I love you ladies, because you guys always do things outside the box.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You guys, every time, I got chills right now because, you know, doing things with you guys in the poetry world,
Yes.
you always inspired me. And you always, you know, gave me my accolades. You always gave me my flowers. So I always want to give you guys your flowers because what you guys do in the community is so dope.
Right.
You know, everywhere, you know, you and you guys, you know, your presence is always, you know, you're woman. You show that you're, you know, you stand in grace, you know, prideful, and at the same time humble. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm always, anytime y'all call me, I'm coming. Like, oh, absolutely. You know, I mean, when I got the time, you know,
Right,
I mean,
right.
y'all just as busy as me. So I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, so I'm like, anytime I say, I love all of you ladies.
Thank you.
And you guys encourage me, you know, and you always have such, you know, great words for me.
Right.
You know, you always lifted me. Anytime, you know, whether it's, oh my God, you look so good, or you did great today, you sang, your voice is this, and you know, oh, I like what you did over here, oh, your decor, oh my God, you be killing it, you like the, you know, so I was like, oh, yes, give me all that,
Wow.
Because energy, you know, that energy, you guys have great energy,
Right.
You know, and God always puts me around positive people, you know. And if he don't, he pushes those ones.
Yes, pushes
to
those
the
ones
side.
away. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I've never had a bad moment with you guys, and I that's why I appreciate, you know, everything that you guys do
Thank you.
and how you collaborate with everybody.
Thank you.
It's dope.
Oh my God, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. How do you feel about this being the last show?
Oh,
I know you're not like a judge
Sad.
this year, but
it's sad. Yeah, so I'm like, But you know, I mean, it just leads to different projects and bigger things.
of course,
So,
absolutely.
and I know y'all always got something up your sleeve. So it's like, you know, and I know like doing big things like this can be overwhelming.
Yes,
And it gets
very much
overwhelming
so.
because it's not per se what you're doing, it's the outside, you know,
Right.
interference, you know, whether you're selling tickets, whether,
Yeah.
you know, then you get a group of people in there, they either gonna have respect or they're gonna be disrespectful.
Yeah.
So you
Mhm.
gotta
Yeah, we've
watch,
gotten
you gotta
that.
watch, you gotta eye, I know, I've seen it.
We've gotten that.
So you have to keep an eye out on everything and make sure everything, you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's.
Yeah.
Because I already know, that's the part that gets stressful.
Yes, very much.
You know what
so.
I mean?
You don't
That's
even
the
know.
part. It's the behind the scenes
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean? People don't know. It's like, it'll take a lot of work.
No, it definitely does. You know, like
Discipline.
they see the finished product, but they don't know what it took to
get
get
there.
that product.
Yes.
So like it's definitely a lot of work. But like I said, for me, like I've been a part of the show pretty much since day one.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna miss it, and it is bittersweet, you know, to close the chapter. You know what I mean? So, but because
It's a beautiful thing.
it is, and like I really think that. For me personally, I think that we've done good in giving back to the community and doing this show. And like I said, our it's hashtag for a cause. That's what our hashtag is. Hashtag is do it for the cause. And I definitely think that we did it for a very strong cause.
Yes, mission accomplished.
And we are
Mission accomplished.
Thank you. We're glad that you've been a part of it with us and that you've been on this journey.
Absolutely.
So,
Pleasure.
oh,
Pleasure.
Thank you. So, like, will you be in the building on October 4th?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No doubt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so what's going on? What's been going on with you since? So you think you've got talent since you've been judging? What's been going on with you? What you been doing?
Oh God. Everything. Woo. Neeco don't stop. So I have been traveling a lot.
Okay.
More lately. I've been really like figuring out myself, you know. I'm in school, finishing up my bachelor's.
Okay. Yes.
My event business is crazy. It's going off amazing.
Nice.
It's amazing. Still doing hair because my
Okay.
clients won't leave me alone. And still on 9 to 5. I'm still working for Head Start.
Okay,
I've been there
nice.
for 20 years, so working with the community, being a liaison between families and community,
Okay.
which I love. You know, I love helping you know, our people from, you know, different cultures, being diverse, and so that's really like something that's my passion.
Right.
They all my passions. Now they all my gifts and what God has given me and put on my plate. So I utilize all my parables. Because if you don't use them, you lose them.
I hear you.
So yeah, so that's probably the main thing that's going on with me. Just, you know, chilling out with my family and my kids.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you again
You're
for
very
wanting to be a
welcome.
part of this. And
Absolutely.
again, so you think you got talent, it is going down October 4th, the final chapter. Okay, you guys better come out. You guys better come and see the show. See who's gonna win, who's gonna get that $5,000 cash prize for the final time. Okay, come join us. All right, Miss
Be
Neeco.
there.
Yes, Miss Neeco is gonna be in the building. Ayla is gonna be in the building, and a lot of people, you know, from past, present, are gonna be in the building as well. So meet us there. So you think you got talent? The final chapter, October 4th at the Empire State Plaza Convention Center, 7 o'clock, doors open at 6. And if you like this interview, make sure you hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel, The Little O Experience. Hit like, share, and subscribe if you like this interview, and definitely share. Your girl Little O, The Little O Experience, and I'm out here again. Meet us there. So you think you got talent? The final chapter, October 4th,
Yes.
7 o'clock, Empire State Plaza Convention Center. Peace.
Peace. Good stuff.